Good job for Anthony, both on gaining weight slowly and on properly clickbaiting the video so that I would do a video back. Coach Greg, and today I'm going to be comparing the off-season approaches of three top superstars. Chris Bumstead, Anthony Mantello, and Brandon Harding. We're going to see who did it best, who's doing it best, and who has no idea what they're doing. Or do I agree with any of their approaches? Does any of them make sense? Obviously, Chris Bumstead, he's the Mr. Olympia. He knows what he's doing, or does he? Or does he not? But yeah, let's see what happens. So let's start with Brandon Harding. Brandon Harding was shredded, 195 pounds shredded. And 2 weeks later, 228 pounds. That's a 33-pound weight gain. And he said, yeah, but that's mostly water gain because, diuretics and things and water depletion. And it's normal to rebound after a show. It'll probably settle down. Here we are, 4 weeks later. Guess what? Is he settled down? Is he down to 220? Nope, 240. So he's up 45 pounds in a month. 45 pounds a month. So for some quick math, that's about 25% weight gain in a month. 45 pounds, okay? So you're with me so far. Does that sound healthy? Last I checked, not healthy, gained 45 pounds a month. Oh, it's all muscle. Would that even be possible? Let's assume it's mostly muscle, even if it's mostly muscle. Mr. Brandon Harding himself gained 45 pounds, almost all muscle. Who knows how? 35 pounds of it is muscle. Let's pretend that's what happened. Why didn't he gain it for the show? Why is he gaining it now and not for the show when he needed? He needed that muscle to turn pro. Had he had 10 pounds more muscle, probably wouldn't have won his pro card. So if it's in fact all muscle now, well, what did he do wrong leading up to the show? I'll tell you what he did wrong. Over-dieted, 1,800, 2,400 calories. That is not enough food to put on muscle when you're dieting in a calorie deficit. And why did he have to do that? Because he bulked too much, and had to starve himself to get into contest shape. That is how I see it. That is what happened. So maybe next time he competes, he'll have the muscle he needs. He won't put on too much weight. We don't know. Time will tell. But I can tell you, he either screwed up before doing the show, or he screwed up after the show, because it's not normal to put on 45 pounds in a month after a show. In comparison, we have Mr. Olympia Chris Bumstead, 230 pounds shredded at the last Olympia. It's been a year. He's bulked the whole year. Lean bulk, didn't get sloppy. 4,500 to 5,000 calories a day. Mr. Olympia Chris Bumstead. If Brandon Harding put on 45 pounds in a month, surely Chris Bumstead gained at least that in an entire year, right? Wrong. He's literally 264 pounds, the heaviest he's ever been at the end of a bulk a year after competing. He was 230 at the show, 264 now with clothes. So probably gained 32 pounds in an entire year. And remember, Chris Bumstead competes under 5% body fat. So not that big of a stretch to think he's gained 32 pounds in an entire year. That's fat, water, and muscle. And so it's perfectly reasonable that Chris Bumstead would gain 32 pounds because after all, think of this. Normal person doesn't compete at 230 pounds. Only a pure specimen, 6'1" Chris Bumstead, he's 230. If you're 150 pounds, 175 pounds, and you compete, you shouldn't even gain 32 pounds because you're smaller. Percentage-wise, you're going to gain less weight than that. How much weight do I think a normal person should gain? Probably 15% from stage shredded condition. So if you weigh 100 pounds, gain 15 pounds, 115. If you're 150 pounds, probably go up to about 172. 200 pounds, you can go to 230. Now, what about if you're using PDs? Well, we can add maybe 5% extra on top of that. Maybe you can gain 20%. So if you're 200, you maybe can go up to 240 at the height of your off season. When you're at your fattest, most bloated, added the muscle, 20%. And if you're a person that doesn't really get as lean for the show, maybe you're natural and you're off season, maybe only 10%. So somewhere between 10 and 20% is going to be normal at the height of your off season. So let's see, how is Anthony Mantello doing? Remember Anthony, when he did his first show, he gained 25 pounds in 3 days after the show. Has he learned his lesson? Is he following the plan of his coach? Or is he gaining weight like Brandon Harding? Let's see.
It's a week post-show. And Kyle, I've been on top of my shit. How much am I up?
But anyway, we're up 2.5 pounds. That's phenomenal.
So Anthony, 1 week after the show, he's up 2.5 pounds. A week after the show. So, do you think he's following his plan? Of course he is. He learned from his previous mistakes.
That's how I looked on Monday, 195.8. And that's how I looked today at 186.6, 186.8. I forget what it was. 9 pounds down in 4 days.
So although he's only up 2.5 pounds in a week, he was up to 195 pounds on Monday. That's a 10-pound gain over his stage weight. He was eating a lot of food, drinking water, so he was holding a little bit of water, 10 pounds. That is perfectly normal. 10 pounds. It's not 25, it's not 33, it's not 45, 10 pounds. And then over the course of the week, it settled down and went back to normal. That is how it should look. A normal person does rebound and hold extra water right after the show. That is normal. But if that continues to rise week after week like Brandon Harding, you're doing it wrong. That is yo-yo dieting, and it is not good for you. Imagine what's going on with your blood pressure. Make sure you get your blood work done. I suggest you go to letsgetchecked.com, use code GREG30, get 30% off. You need to know, are you in fact healthy? What damage are you doing? So as you can see, 195 pounds on Monday, he still looks amazing. And later on, weight settling down. He isn't eating a lot of carbs. He's having his first high carb day now. So I suggest after a show, the real dieting, it starts. It's easy to diet for a show, relatively speaking, because you have a goal in mind. You're stepping on stage in a competition wearing next to nothing in front of 1,000 people. You are highly motivated to get shredded for the first time in your life, perhaps. After the show's over, you're not dieting for anything. There is no competition. So you start to eat. You say, I'm going down to the kitchen having me my cookie and ice cream. There's no show to diet for, so why not? Anthony says the same thing. That is when it takes the most discipline to maintain a decent shape after the show. Not shredded 5% as you were on stage, but slowly gain the weight until you're at a healthy body weight, and then you can maintain. By that I mean you don't keep getting fatter and fatter and fatter every week until you get to the point of just posting throwbacks to when I had abs, throwbacks to when I was happy with myself, throwbacks to when I was lean. It's not good. You can easily develop problems with eating after that. Rexia, lemia, all those things, those words you can't say on YouTube. You can get problems, issues, problems, dysmorphias, things that are making you not happy with how you look.
We're following plan, as you guys know. Weight-wise, we're doing good, doing great. And before the comments, let's see how long that lasts. Yeah, well.
So he's saying, I've gained 2.5 pounds in a week, and people are going to be like, yeah, we'll see how long that lasts. Because people expect you to fail. If you're doing good, people are going to say, yeah, you wait. Because so many other people have failed, it's almost expected that you see someone diet for a show, and then after, they can't hold back the reins. They can't stop eating. Before you know it, they've gained so much weight that they say, hey, I'm getting ready for another show. And they'll use the excuse, well, I'm bulking to put on muscle. It's an excuse. They're bulking because they can't stop eating junk food. That's what's happening. And if they say lean bulk, it means they're going to eat a lot of food, but it's not going to be unhealthy food. When people think lean bulk, they think they can eat, I'll just eat tons of rice and chicken and as much food as I want, but it'll be healthy. Oatmeal, lots of it. 6,000 calories won't matter. That's what people are thinking when they hear lean bulk. Dirty bulk, I'm just going to Wendy's, McDonald's, going to force feed. That's what people are actually thinking when they're thinking of lean bulk and bulk. Main gain is, I'm barely going to eat more. I'm going to watch what I'm doing, probably use Coach Greg's cookbook so that I don't overeat, so that I can eat at maintenance, maybe add 30, 40 calories here and there a little bit so that I can maintain a physique that I can be proud of all year. What is the point of dieting for 3 months and then saying diet's over, gaining all the weight back? Unless you're a bodybuilder and you have to diet to 5% body fat, which is not healthy, There's no reason to cut to that extent. Why not look good, reasonably good, not shredded, not 5-6%, but a respectable lean level? 12, 13, 14, 15, maybe up to 20% body fat. Why not be at a healthy body fat year round? Get the freaking cookbook. Makes it so much easier, way better than yo-yo dieting year after year, chasing that summer physique, getting it, then going off the diet again because it's not sustainable. You need to find a diet that you can follow for the rest of your life. The forever diet, the cookbook. Bring the foods into the circle. Anthony seems to be on the right path. He knows what he's doing. He has a great coach. And when he follows the coach's plan, he feels better. Never felt good when he gained 25 pounds. In a few days after the show, mentally wasn't there, did not feel good. Way better this time. He has it under control, and these are the types of people that should be competing. If you don't think you can compete and keep it together, don't compete in the first place. It's not worth it.
Is it hard? Yeah, of course it's hard. I'm like, nah. Let's see. You just
cook
loss. You want to win?
See that attitude? I just cookbook loss. I'm following the plan. That's the kind of mentality you need. Plan. You can follow it. Now listen, Anthony could eat a delicious diet. He doesn't really eat from the cookbook all the time. He has some French toast, but you can eat foods year-round that you like and still maintain a great physique. You do not need to eat chicken, broccoli, and rice year-round. Not everyone can do that. Not everyone needs to do that. I suggest you follow a diet that you know you can stick to for the rest of your life. And if you can't, don't follow the diet in the first place. And check out Anthony training. He has way more energy. He's not starving himself anymore. He's gained 2.5 pounds. It's not like he hasn't gained any weight. He's still eating great. He has energy, and he's slowly putting on body fat over the course of several weeks. It's not a rush to put on 45 pounds like Brandon Harding did. It's too much. So Anthony Mantello clearly doing it right. His coach, he has him bang on, looking amazing, feeling amazing, everything going according to plan.
Go to clickbait this for Greg Doucette.
100%.
Greg's been watching all my videos.
Anthony gained 25 pounds in a week.
And so smart move, they're clickbaiting the video with the gut hanging out, doing the Palumboism, trying to make it look like he gained a ton of weight so that Coach Greg would see it and make a video, and here I am doing the video. But it's not a negative video because he didn't gain a bunch of weight. He gained a little bit of weight. So good job for Anthony, both on gaining weight slowly and on properly clickbaiting the video so that I would do a video back.
I gained 2.5 pounds in a week. I'm proud, I'm happy, I feel good. My self-esteem feels good.
He gained 2.5 pounds in a week. He's proud, happy, and he has great self-esteem. He feels like he accomplished something. So great for Anthony Mantello. This is how it should be. And I'm not saying you should only gain 2.5 pounds a week. I'm just saying gain a respectable amount of weight. Be careful when you gain the weight. A lot of people going to gain double-digit pounds, 10 or more, but if it keeps rising, continues to rise, and before you know it, you're at 20-plus pounds in a week or two, you gotta hold back the reins. Do something about it. It is not healthy to gain that kind of weight that quickly.
Can 2 years possibly do, but actually being in a surplus.
220.
228.
And so Anthony says, how much weight should I be able to gain in the off season? I put on 15 pounds of muscle in 10 months. He's saying 225, 228. I just did the math. 20% above 185 would put him at a peak of 222. So at the most with PDs, if he was to get up to 222, that is the most he should actually gain. Doesn't need to gain any more than that. And at 15%, which I think would be a much healthier amount, that's 212. If he could get up to 212 in the off season, that would be amazing.
I mean, we gained 15 pounds in 10 months of stage weight. So that's like literally lean muscle.
So Anthony put on 15 pounds of stage weight in 10 months. He's not going to compete for 1.5 to 2 years. So he probably in double that length of time can add another 15 pounds, which would put him at 200 pounds on stage. He's not going to be able to gain weight as fast as he did the first time. 15 pounds in 10 months will probably take 20 months this time to do because you gain weight slower as you get bigger. As you approach your genetic limit, gaining muscle becomes much more difficult. So although he gained 15 pounds of stage weight in 10 months, I think that due to the law of diminished returns, he's going to slowly gain muscle now. not as fast as before. So I do think it probably is going to take 1.5 to 2 years to put on an additional 15 pounds of stage weight, even though he was able to do so in only 10 months. Wishing Anthony the best. Chris Bumstead, we know he's going to win the Olympia again. Brandon Harding, stop gaining weight already. You're big enough. Slow it down. Hold back the reins. We don't want to see you unhealthy. We want a healthy Brandon Harding. 240 pounds a month after the show. It's a bit much. But that's just my 2 cents. I'm not his coach, so it's not up to me. Ending it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Please watch one of the bloopers. Don't forget to get the freaking cookbooks. Plural. There's more than one. Get at least one. You know you need a diet that you can follow for the rest of your life. Also, hire me and my team for diet and coaching plans, and I have a training book. Buy something and subscribe and click the bell button. And until next time, I am out.